Hello, it's Daniel. I haven't done one of these devlogs in a while, so I thought I should do one. We're looking at the store page right now, and I have been kind of begging for reviews on Twitter, and it's actually kind of worked because I've got 95 now at the moment. Let's refresh and see if there's more. No, 95, and so in 5 more reviews I will have 100, and I'm wondering if that's one of the reasons why I still have this profile features limited thing. They're not really clear on when that goes away, but it kind of means they're like Steam doesn't know if this is just junkware or shovelware or what. So let's find out if that goes away if I get to 100 reviews or something. It can't be due to like financials or stuff. I don't know, they don't publish what it takes to get rid of this, and everyone says different stuff. So also, I've got a bunch of DLCs on sale right now. Well, it's this Steam summer sale going on, so a bunch of things are 25%, soundtracks 50% off, and let's see, I've got just rolling sales going on. So right now, the Act 3 pack is one of those for 20% off. I'm gonna try to keep those sales going, at least one thing on sale all the time. I should be able to keep just like rolling sales, so every time someone plays the game, they see something on for sale on the ad banner. What am I? Oh, my notes are in front of me. I'm like looking for them. So anyway, if you have if you have written a review, I'd appreciate. No, I do appreciate it. But if you haven't, I'd appreciate it so I can get my reviews up, because it's been like 2 years. I only have 95 reviews. That's kind of sad. So I want to talk about the expansion progress. Right now, I've said this before, I'm trying to get all 9 tracks done. I want to have 10 actually. My goal is to get 10 tracks done, and then I get the DLC pages and stuff on Steam and itch, so where people can go and buy these before I get the whole expansion campaign finished. Like before the campaign's finished, I'll make it available for, I'm thinking like $10 for 10 tracks is pretty good. And then as soon as the campaign is done, I'll increase the price. I'm thinking 15. I don't know what these numbers are going to be in the end, but that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Yeah, right now I'm focusing on finishing all of the extremes, and those are the most time consuming to get done. So I've been, really kind of grinding on that, and it's a lot of work, but anyway, let's see. I'm looking at my notes, I'm sorry. I really do like the most scattered notes, so I kind of have to look around. So one thing that happened recently is my monitor broke, my old one, and I had to buy a new one, and that kind of sucked because this one here in front of me cost $300, which is okay. The one I replaced cost $700 like 8 years ago. So the price was good, but this one, I don't know, it's a 144 hertz monitor, but the colors are awful, so it's like a trade-off. So it's fine. Whatever the case, this wasn't in the budget, and it was kind of a surprise expense to come up. I had used money that I was supposed to use to get my car registered and insured, because it's just been sitting for so long. So if you want to help with that, I'm going to leave some links and stuff below. I don't want to, like, I don't know, beg for money, but if anybody wants to help, because right now, like, I had to use money that I needed for some other stuff. I haven't been able to use my car for, well, at least all winter long, which is kind of annoying, but that's fine. What does this cosmetic changes? Oh, so I was working on some cosmetic changes. I meant to have the game running here. I've done a few of them, mostly just taking bloom off of a lot of UI elements. I'm loading up a track. I have no audio. But on all of the notes models and the lines on the side of the track, and like the health bars and the power bars on the sides, I've taken the bloom off all that. That really cleaned everything up. I also took the button labels off of the bar at the bottom where it was showing, D, F, J, K, E, R, U, I, space, all that stuff. I took it off just to clean things up. And I guess that was successful, because as soon as I did that, someone complained. They're like, how do I turn that back on? I'm like, well, you can. So I guess that's how that works. You take something off. But it does kind of, one thing I want to do is kind of redesign the, I'm playing the game. I just have it auto-playing and muted. I want to redesign this target bar. I think it could be a lot cleaner. But when it comes to like designing things, if you're not an artist, it can be such a huge time sink to do it, to spend time on it, and wind up with something that's just ugly, just as ugly as what you're replacing. So I'm being kind of careful with that. Normally it's something I'd like pay someone to do, someone who actually knows what they're doing with design, but that's not really an option right now, and it's one of many things I just want to do, and that's part of what I wrote here, plan for sustainability. And number one was getting the new expansions up and ready for people to buy before it's done. The sales that are going right now, those have helped a lot. Actually, I've been too lazy in making sales, like those rotating sales, and it actually kind of hurt me in the last few months, just not having those sales. So luckily I've got them going now, and that's been great. As soon as next month, what I want to do with my income, what I want to prioritize is getting the artwork for Kailani done, the new character. I think having new good artwork is going to be really good at selling the game, I think. I also need like new trailers and stuff, because all the old trailers, they just look old, you know. So I'm making all these graphical improvements. I have all these new tracks that look really cool, and none of that stuff is in the trailers. So I really want like a new one, but you know, when do I work on that versus actually finishing up more of the UI refresh? I don't know. Anyway, when I get kind of all of this stuff done, I've spent some money on advertising. I decided it wasn't worth it right now. So all of this is also in aid of making it more worthwhile to advertise. Like if I have some cool artwork, I think that's the kind of thing that will really draw people in. You know, new artwork, new trailers, stuff like that. New DLCs to look at. Lately, I have been working on long-standing issues. I just uploaded today a build with some scoring changes to do with accessibility options, basically any option that makes the game easier. Just fixed some really old code that was really kind of strange and wasn't really how I wanted that stuff to work, but finally I got around to doing it. Apparently there's just some obvious bugs, but you know, the fact that I got to look at it, that helps. I added a little leaderboard badge for Jelly's Raceway, that's what it's called internally. I don't have narration on right now, but I can fix that.
Main menu, vertical menu. Arcade, upgrades.
So,
select the leaderboard badges. Left and right to choose a slot. Enter to toggle. Slot 1 Jelly's Raceway, standard.
so I got a little Jerry's. I cannot talk. Jelly's Raceway badge, and you earn that when you beat, I think, Pretty Little Brain.
Select a badge.
I also have a little
Cancel.
new little menu for
select a badge. Jelly's Raceway, standard.
choosing badges. It used to be just a weird, annoying toggle. It's not quite done. I kind of threw that change into just a recent build where there's no pop-up or something that says, oh, you got a badge, so that you know it's not like all the other unlocks. So I still need to add more, but I'll get to it. I'm pretty sure I will. Let's see. Trial sequences, I don't think I can show you that here because I already have them unlocked, but
trial sequence.
no.
Trial
I do
sequence,
have...
trial sequence 06. Complete the previous trial sequence to unlock this one.
Yeah, so this one's locked right now because by default, I used to have all these available.
Trial sequence 01. Rated 14.
But now you'll just have the first
Rated 29.
4 available. The reason I changed this because I noticed a surprising number of people would run the game for the first time and come immediately to trial sequence 10, play it once, and then they don't play again. So I want to kind of prevent that from happening. So I'm gatekeeping these. But speaking of badges, I've been thinking about how I want to implement badges for the trial sequences. I want them to be kind of hard to earn, so I'm thinking maybe just for 8, 9, and 10 you can get a badge. I'm not 100% sure. Do I want there to be kind of like a ranking of like who's number 1? I mean,
Leaderboard. Press up and down to navigate.
we all know it's going to be Drim, but whatever. So I'm still thinking about badges and stuff, getting all these kind of things that I've meant to do forever done. Oh, and I've been doing a bunch of work on difficulty ratings. I kind of fried my brain on that yesterday, so I didn't want to talk about it. I think that's it. Is it it? Let's recap, because my notes are always so scattered. So, basically covering the expansion progress, I'm focusing on new tracks and getting up something that people can buy. My monitor broke. That was fun. I'm only just made a start working on the cosmetic changes for the game, just making things look nice. I want to prioritize stuff that is going to make, you know, the DLC look nice, so Kailani artwork, stuff like that. Let's see. And I think that's it. So I have been streaming on Twitch. I'm going to use YouTube for stuff that's scheduled and devlogs and things that, you know, YouTube stuff. But if I ever want to do just random work, I don't know, sometimes I think like, okay, I have 2 hours, I want to spend it productively, so I'll go on Twitch and just try to do 2 hours of just working straight. It doesn't always work, but I'll post that link. And then, well, one else note, I've been trying to work to time and not to task, because I can't afford to spend too much time on anything. One thing I was thinking I would do, speaking of the extremes, was try to get them...
Type your search.
Where am I? Try to get 1 done per week, on top of working on all the other difficulties. But
Extreme difficulty.
it seems that Trouble Storm is kind of... That's probably loud, isn't it? This is probably closest to getting done, and I've got plenty of time left in the week, so can I get this? Maybe not done.
Press up and down to navigate.
The track layout and stuff is not done. I haven't decided on what kind of mission mechanics this might use in the thing, so it's hard to say 100% done, but I'll get, like, I want to get this to like 90-ish, which is good enough. Anyway, so that's it. That's my last little note. Anyway, thanks for reviewing the game, thanks for playing, and if you haven't reviewed, just give me one real quick, and let's get to 100, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and bye.